Okay. I'm loving it. All right. Okay. Okay. So let us talk. Let us talk. Stop. I'll keep both on one. Okay. So typically, when you go into your college auditions, they'll have the faculty, the music faculty there. It'll be however many years a part of that faculty. I remember when I auditioned both schools, it was probably 4 to 5 people there. Um, it's usually a closed audition. I don't remember any other students like being able to be in the room, but you like if you were waiting in the wings or waiting to go or waiting like outside, you could hear the other people while they were getting ready to do their thing. If you struggle with comparing yourself to others, I would recommend to put some headphones on and just be listening to your music prior to and not paying attention to what other people are doing. Especially like if you're nervous and you're like, oh my God, they did so well or stuff like that, girl. Um, I would recommend just not even paying attention or finding something to help distract you if that's something that you deal with. And most people do, like, especially if it's like something new, right? Yeah. But projection is necessary. Most of the time, you're going to be on some type of stage, and there's not going to be a mic. There's going to be an accompanist there to play the song, and they're wanting to know if you can project. So I want you to start getting used to that. Plus, when you project properly, you'll be able to really hit those notes. And if you mess up, I can hear it. I'd rather you be loud and wrong than soft and right. And not necessarily like sometimes it costs for you to sing soft, but I mean like timid and you kind of holding back. Yeah, don't be scary with the singing. Okay. What we're doing right now is we're just working through framework, and I'm working with you, making sure that you can actually sing the notes, on in pitch, right? And then the vowel shaping. I'm not worried about the beauty of it all. We'll add the musicality and all that stuff later. Okay. So that first note is G. Sing that. Good. This time when you sing it, I want you to try to hold it and control the sound as much as you can. Now, I have a lot of vibrato. The good news about being singing opera is they love vibrato, right? There's a difference between having vibrato and being out of tune, though, or out of pitch. So make sure that even if you do have some vibrato, that's what it is and not you going in and out of pitch. Okay? Let's hit that note again. Here we go. Good. Do it again. And. Good. I want you to focus on not going la. Don't let it get throaty. Take a breath here and imagine that sound coming out and resonating, raising that soft palate in the back. La. Sing. Good. All right, now we're gonna go. To that A flat. La, sha. Sing it. La, sha. Good. And this time we see that accent mark over that sha. So I want you to really punch that. Okay. Ready? And. La, sha. Good. Now don't punch out of tune, but just punch the note. La, sha. Let that sh come out. Let the sound ride on the sh. Sing it. Good. So what's the beat per measure?
It's rest on one, then on beat two, and then holding two notes for 3 or 4.
Right. So how many beats per measure?
4 beats per measure.
Good. So if we're counting, right? Let me see, put my metronome on. All right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just sing the first measure and 1. Good. All right. Now, what do you notice? Notice that's happening in measure 2. We see a what?
A slur.
Good. Well, not a slur, but starts with a T.
Oh, a tenuto? Wait.
Tie.
Oh, a tie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's a tie from sha, and you carrying that over into measure what?
2.
Good. So if you're carrying it over into measure 2, how long are you gonna sing sha?
3 beats.
Good. All right. So let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2. Good. That's awesome. All right, let's do it again. 2. So you gotta call me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And now, perfect. That next note, tell me what it is again.
E flat.
E flat. And it's 2 that you're singing, right? Right? Now, what do you see? You see a quarter note, and then what do you see?
A dotted quarter note.
So how long are you going to hold the dotted quarter note?
Like 1.5.
Good. So what would that sound like?
Just count. It would be like 1, 2, 1.
Good. That's perfect. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to lasciate mi. All right. So first note. And then. Good. And then where do we go? Good. All right. Let's try that. Let's try it just to see how it goes. So let's go from measure 1 to 3. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. So now that you've gotten it, right? This time I want you to focus on the vowel shaping. Lasciate mi morire. Right? I hope that real little low, but you know. All right, ready? 2, 3, and 1. Good. So 1, 2, 3. So that is a little confusing, right? Mi morire, morire. Sing that. Morire, morire. Good. Lasciate 2, 3. Good. All right. Now you can actually add in your breath. So you notice that you get a little bit of a breath right after me and right before more. Okay. Take it. All right. 1, 2, ready, and sing. Good. All right. Let's go with the music. And let's get that first line. You ready? Good. All right. Awesome. So now what we're going to do, what do you notice? And I actually want you to circle it. What do you notice about the A the second time around?
It's a natural.
Uh-huh. And also, what else turns into a natural?
That B flat turns into a B natural.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So those subtle changes in the note, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then if that goes to A natural, that's the note. So you're going to go from that D to, don't swallow. It ain't that bad. You were just right here. La, lasciatemi morire. And then, la, try it. Good. There it is. La, sing it. And then what's going to happen? It goes to what?
B flat.
Uh-huh. And then it's literally just going up the chromatic scale. You see it?
Yeah.
So the first one is La, Sha, Te. And then where's it going to go?
Up to C at B.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just moving up by half step.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to do that. So do this for me. Say, ooh. Try that. Good. Now take a big breath and make it connect. Ooh. Try it. Good. Now sing it on ah. Good. Control that last note. Big breath. And. Good. Now we're going to add our words to it. Lasciatemi. Ready? And. Lasciatemi. A little flat. Good. On that E, I want you to make it really how do I explain it? One, that soft palate needs to be raised. Two, it needs to feel like it's floating. Like the opera singers. Me, not me. Let your voice kind of settle into the note instead of feeling like you gotta push for the note. You see how I'm just floating it out? Sing it with me. 1, 2, 3. Good. Do it again. And better. All right. Let's go back to the beginning. Uh-huh. Lasciatemi morire. Sing that for me. Check, catch it.
Wait, what?
Catch that note. 1, 2, 3, and sing.
Wait, I cut that off.
It's okay. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, and sing. Good. Okay, now let's go back and we're going to sing both. We're going to go all the way to the middle of measure 5. Okay. Here we go. Good. Okay, let's go back. That note.
The A natural.
Circle that note. La. You have a piano at home?
I don't have piano. I'm getting one.
Okay. La. Sing it. Again. All right. From the top. And we're going to stop here. Pick it back up next week. Okay. And then we'll stop. You can do that if you want to. Okay. All right. What I need you to think about is not tensing up. You want to try and control it in the throat. And when you do that, you're tensing and I'm losing resonance. And it's causing your sound to diminish. Because you just don't want to mess up so bad. Girl, mess up. It is okay. I mess up in here all the time. I do. All the time. You can't learn without mistakes.
Right.
Okay? And in order for us to really tap into your voice, you're going to have to not be afraid to make mistakes in front of me. You better go each one. Don't do this. It's just a little note. I messed up a few times when I was singing it to you today. Like it's, and I didn't stop. You missed a beat. I'm like, oh, 1 little 2, okay. And you keep going. The more comfortable you get with just letting your voice be, the easier it's going to be for me to coach you. It's okay for you not to know right now. And I know that that's probably like the scary part. You're like, okay, I'm going to school to be a music therapist. Voice is not necessarily my forte, but I want this good scholarship. So I'm having to do something that's out of my comfort zone. And I need you to know that you can do it. It is okay. You do not have to be perfect here. This is a safe space, like the sign says, to be who you are. So when you relax and you just kind of be like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna sing. It's kind of like what's a hard subject you mastered or you did well in school? Go on.
Biology. That was so hard for me, but I did it.
But you did it. And did you go in biology expecting to know all the things about everything? You came in there, you was like, I don't know none of this, but I'm here. And you were open to learn, and you learned. And you might have been challenged, and it might have been times where it was like, oh my God. But ultimately, you were able to learn because you didn't come in with these unrealistic expectations for yourself, because you're like, I've never taken biology before. So how am I supposed to even know any of this stuff? That's how I want you to think about voice. I think a lot of people think of voice as you can either sing or you can't. And while some natural talent is necessary, depending on how far you want to go, that's not true. It's it's the same approach, just like any other thing that you would learn in life, any other technique. Singing is the same exact thing. You're coming in here doing something that you never really done before. You have a specific goal in mind that we're preparing you for, but in the process, I want you to enjoy not knowing and learning. Okay? You can't disappoint me. Okay? Please be nice to yourself. And next time I want you to come in here and I want you to be like, "La sure." Like I want you to have fun with it, okay? So be safe. Build a snowman, but be safe. And what I want you to focus on this week is learning the translation in rhythm. So speaking the song in rhythm. Don't worry so much about the pitch and all of that just yet, but just really when you come in, the next time I see you next week, that you be able to come in and just be able to recite it in rhythm. So it's like lasciatemi morire, lasciatemi morire, right? And just be able to do that, do the entire song for me in that way. And notice there are going to be some parts, especially when you go into the incosi dura sorte, where you have some of those eighth notes and dotted eighth notes and 16th notes and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to the small nuances and small changes, I should say, in music there, because that will be something that they will grade you on in auditions. Usually they require that you submit them to them a copy of your sheet music for both of your pieces, and they'll kind of, I mean, it's not like they're gonna go like this.
But I mean, they can look down and be like, "Are you
right? Like what measure is she on? Like you got to be in there somewhere." It's like, okay, right? But you know, you just want to pay attention. And I mean, Monteverdi, he wrote it, you know, somewhere between the late 50s, because he's born 1587, he died 1643. So somewhere in there, probably, you know, the early part of 1600, he wrote the song. And he meant what he said when he wanted his 16th note to be right there. Okay. It was a reason. So we respect that, especially in classical music. And then once we get it down, then you can take your liberties, especially when you see the fermatas.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in the fermata, you can hold it, and, you know, crescendo, all the things. But yeah, just learning in rhythm. Also, your piano book came. So I got that for you too. And I shall see you next week. If you look right up under that first binder, there should be a package. It's a book.
This whole package?
Let me see. Yup. Let me take a look at that too. Yeah, this is the one. So this has your first level. So what I want to do is kind of split up the time a little bit. We'll spend the majority of your lesson working on the song, and then next week we'll take like 15 minutes or so, and we'll start playing around with the piano. Okay. But I want to get these songs under your belt, and then let piano be the kind of like the secondary thing that we worry about, because we know that you're gonna end up taking piano in college anyway. So it literally starts at the very beginning. That's why I like it, but it's still adult. It's gonna tell you everything from finger numbers. You'll start off that way. It'll show you where everything is on piano. And then we'll start building. And my goal is for us to get through this entire book as soon as possible, so that you'll be able to play this music. Okay. So this is yours. Bring it with you at every lesson, because I have one that's identical, but I want you to be able to write in it. So you need to write notes and things like that. Keep up with your music. If you need a hole puncher, I have a hole puncher. Put it in your folder. And then, yeah, I'll see you next week. Good job, kiddo.
Thank you so much.
You welcome, baby. I'll see you later.